What's happening, people? So I've received a couple questions recently, just asking me a couple questions about yoga teacher trainings, what to expect, how much, blah blah, all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd just make a quick video just addressing those issues, those questions. So first things first, just a quick breakdown of yoga teacher trainings. The standard thing you're going to need to teach is going to be, I think it's 250 hours now, but when I did it, it was 200. And that tends to be, it's either like 2 weekends a month spread out over like 6 months or a year, or you can do it a month intensive, which is what I've done for both my 200-hour trainings. Then from 200-hour trainings, you can do like the advanced ones, which are 300 hours. And then you can do sort of smaller trainings, anything from 20 to 50 to 100 hours, sort of focusing on more specific things. So to just give you an idea, I've done one 200-hour training with Fierce Grace here in London, and one 200-hour training in Hatha Yoga with the practice in Bali. Hold tight, the practice. And then I've done one 50-hour training in giving adjustments, a 40-hour training focusing on how to work with injuries, and a 30-hour training in yin yoga. So that just kind of gives you an idea about how the trainings are sort of worked out and what you need to be able to teach. So first thing I would say is it's probably going to be a little bit more challenging than you first anticipated. So, you know, I think when people think of yoga, they think of like, I don't know, like some people meditating and omming or some shit in the corner. But the yoga teacher trainings are pretty demanding. You're usually doing 1 or 2 physical practices a day. On top of that, all the learning you're doing, such as, you know, the anatomy, the philosophy, you know, you might, depending on who you are, you know, you're probably gonna have to be getting out of your comfort zone when you're getting up in front of the other people you're doing the training with and talking. For me, that wasn't an issue, but, you know, I know for some people that, you know, that can be a little bit of a challenge. So you can expect to be, you know, tested slightly, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. So price, realistically, if you want to go with a good company and depending where you're doing it, you know, obviously if you do one in India, it's going to be cheaper than if you do it in New York. I would say about 2,000 to 4,000 British pounds is probably what you can expect to pay. I'd highly recommend the 2 companies I've done mine with, which is Fierce Grace here in London and the practice out in Bali. Both awesome trainings, you know, reputable companies, you know, and great instructors all the way around. So those are the 2 that I did. You know, usually just a quick breakdown of a day. You know, the days tend to be anywhere from sort of 10 to 12 hours, 5 days a week, and then you sort of have a half day on a Saturday. That's how it's been with my 200-hour monthly intensive trainings anyway. You tend to sort of do some sort of practice in the morning. Usually, you're then going to do some sort of, you know, learning, such as philosophy, the anatomy, other things like that. Then you might have a break, then do some sort of afternoon practice or more learning, and then there's usually some sort of evening activity. Something else that is usually offered on a course is, you know, business, the business side of things, so how to make money in the yoga industry, and also, oh damn, some swan just went crazy. Oh, you can't miss it. Where was I? Lost my train of thought there. And then usually there's other things offered, such as business and just you know, how to be confident when delivering to people. So you might work on your voice delivery, your body language. You know, I even did some stuff on both courses, you know, sort of focusing on what I really want in the long term from teaching yoga. You know, so what my life goals are, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the gist of it. But, you know, for me, they've both been life-changing experiences, and, you know, I've met some lifelong friends on both trainings, met people from all around the world. So if you're thinking about it, I would definitely consider it if yoga is something you really want to pursue and you are passionate about it, even if you just do it from a self-development side. But, you know, they were both great experiences. Fierce Grace and the practice, that's where I did my 2. If you've got any questions, holla. Peace.